Hello, this is not an unboxing video, this is a review video, but that said, this is the rather amazing box that the Neo Geo Mini comes in. It's one of those boxes where you buy something, you get the box and you go, I'm going to keep that box because it's a rather good box. And it's a special 40th anniversary console released by SNK to celebrate 40 years of them putting out the Neo Geo console. And so for 40 years they've put 40 games on it. There's every Metal Slug game here, Metal Slug 1 right through to Metal Slug 5. We've got King of Monsters 1 and 2, Shinogo 3, Magician Lord, Blues Journey, Shock Troopers 2nd Squad, Robo's Army, Cross Swords, Mutation Nation, 3 Count Bounce. We've got King of Fighters 95 right through to 2002. Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury Special, Real Bout, Fatal Fury, Garou, Mark of the Wolves, Samurai Showdown 2 and 4 and 5, so not the whole but most of the series. Last Play 2, World Heroes Perfect, Kizuna Encounter, Ninja Masters, and then tagged on the end a bit of proof that they did do other games and they weren't entirely obsessed with fighting games. Top Players Golf, Super Sidekicks Foot Soccer, NFL Football Frenzy, and then there's a few shoot 'em ups to round out the 50. There's Blazing Star, Last Resort, and Ghost Pilots. And then to prove they did do other things, there's a puzzle game at the end, Puzzled. So I'll just zoom in on that and you can see it in all its glory. That is a gorgeous box. That's enough of the box. Get my damn camera to zoom back out again. There we go. Enough of the box. Let's talk about the hardware itself, which is very small and compact, very usefully desktop sized. In fact, even though there's a handheld version of this, I would say you could travel with this. You could certainly package this up and stick it in a suitcase and travel with it, and I'm seriously toying with doing that. You've got a very bright, I'll power it up in a minute to show you it working, but you've got a very bright, high quality LED LCD screen around the front, 4 controller buttons, select and start, very good built-in joystick, but you've also got ports either side for controllers, and I have in fact bought one of the controllers. The controller itself is very good quality, can't complain about the controller. Around the back you've got a power button, mini HDMI. Thankfully I had an adapter for my HDMI lead, so I was able to plug it into the TV. You've got 3.5mm stereo audio out, which I was using last night, and it's incredibly good quality through that. And you've got your DC in over there. So I'll show you it going on its own screen, and then I'll briefly show it on the TV. And then I'll finish this video with a few captures out of that HDMI, so you can actually see the games themselves in high quality. So we have to... The only complaints I can make about this thing is they don't supply it with a power supply. They do supply you with a very long USB lead. So if you've got a USB 5V power supply to hand, I didn't have a spare main socket, so I'm having to ironically power this off my PlayStation 3's USB ports. So when you power it up, you get a nice 40th anniversary logo up here and a Neo Geo logo up here, and then you're into the games menu, which allows you to go through all the games. I'll just fire something up to show you what it looks like. So here's Metal Slug in all its glory. And you can see that is an incredibly bright and clear screen, because sometimes you can't film easily off screens. And it's got this little hood to give you a bit of shade, but it's barely needed. And that is coming out dead clear. I've got curtains open, I've got my light on, and you can see that is a very clear screen. So we'll power it down, and now I'll show you it briefly blown up onto the TV. So there it is with the HDMI plugged in now, and it puts the Neo Geo logo up on its own screen when that's going, so I'll just briefly show you it on my TV. So here it is on my TV in well, the menu certainly is in full HD and it's very pin sharp clear. I've got the audio fed out through my hi-fi, so it's very clear, and we'll show you Metal Slug on the TV briefly. And obviously this is running through an emulation, but it is very fast emulation.
Metal Slug!
So there is Metal Slug in all its 1996 glory. And if you want to get out to the menu, you just press the select and start buttons at once, and that allows you to exit. And you're back out at the menu. I'll briefly show you one other game. So here's King of Fighters 97. I would say if you can feed the sound through a hi-fi, do, because the quality is incredibly good. So we can start up King of Fighters, and it's a bit hard to play and shoot a video at the same time, but there is King of Fighters 97. So I'll leave it there, and as I say, I'll put some captures at the end of this video so you can see the quality for yourself. But yeah, very, very few complaints with this thing. It's incredibly high quality, and you can buy it on Amazon. The console itself, without a controller, is currently about £80 on Amazon. As soon as you start adding controllers on, it goes up to about £90, £100. And for about 2 controllers, it'll be about £120 currently. So let's see some captures from it. Now, I was going to end this video with some captures straight out of this device in HDMI, but I've not only lost my HDMI capture device, I ordered another one off Amazon. It came today, and I couldn't get it to work. So instead, I'll do the next best thing, which is to shoot in HD straight off my TV screen, which is apologies, but this is all I can do to finish this video. So we'll have a brief look at a couple of the games on here. So here's Metal Slug, or Metal Slug 1 to be more precise. I just love the intros to SNK games, they're amazing.
Metal Slug!
Granted, I do have this horizontally stretched to fill the widescreen, but it still looks pretty damn good. So yeah, you can exit any game by just hitting select and start simultaneously. I wanted to briefly show you one of the King of Fighters games. So here's King of Fighters 97.
Round one. Ready, go!
So yeah, there's a couple of games on here. Unfortunately, as I say, can't get it to capture because I haven't got a working capture device, but it does run incredibly well and better than a lot more recent games that I've played. I can tell you, I really enjoy playing 90s and early Zeros games. So, goodbye.